Hello, my friends. Good to see you again. This is 7 English Bible School. Thanks for joining us. And once again, your presence means a lot to me. God bless you and keep you.
Yeah, this is, I think, one of the most important issues in medicine that no one's really talking about, which is that for the past 75 years, we have relied on a partnership between the federal government, the NIH, and Big Pharma. The problem with that is that it drives up the cost of healthcare, and antibiotics are already really expensive. But this is one of these issues that we're going to be hearing more and more about, push and pull incentives.
And I did want to get into that with you, which is the whole relationship with pharma. You know, they've largely abandoned developing antibiotics for some of the reasons you have touched on. And here you are, you know, you work kind of against the grain, going paddling upstream to get this antibiotic to find its utility. What is your sense about biotech pharma, biopharma, and antibiotic development?
Yeah, this is, I think, one of the most important issues in medicine that no one's really talking about, which is that for the past 75 years, we have relied on a partnership between the federal government, the NIH, and Big Pharma. The NIH is very good at identifying talented scientists who can discover molecules, and then they partner with Big Pharma to bring that drug to market. And we have found that this partnership is dissolving, that the antibiotics are not profitable, and Big Pharma is choosing to do other things with their time. And this is a big problem because just as superbugs are becoming more prominent and becoming more lethal, we're losing the partner who has helped us to make treatments. So there are a number of proposals on the table to entice Big Pharma to come back to us and to make more antibiotics. These are called push and pull incentives. A push incentive is to go to a company. We'll use Allergan, hypothetically, the company that makes dalbavancin. They also make Botox. They had $3 billion in sales last year. You could say to them, let's say hypothetically your corporate tax rate is 18%. We'll cut it to 15% if you promise to invest some of that excess profits into antibiotics. So this is called a push incentive. And then by contrast, there's a pull incentive, which is to say to a company, if you take the risk and develop a new antibiotic, and it gets approved, rather than giving you 5 to 7 years of market exclusivity, we'll give you 25 years, which means that you can charge a higher price for a longer period of time and make back your investment. The problem with that is that it drives up the cost of healthcare, and antibiotics are already really expensive. But this is one of these issues that we're going to be hearing more and more about, push and pull incentives. Mm-hmm. And in fact, it's going to become a political issue because we're seeing bipartisan legislation was just introduced, something called the Disarm Act, where we're trying to get the government to step in. And in fact, in some parts of the world, they're saying that we should nationalize the production of antibiotics. That's actually something that England has been talking about. And that we should look at antibiotics as a public good, like electricity or water. And that we should disentangle the whole thing from the profits and just say, let's pool our resources and make these things and share them.
Right.